Hello everyone! So I miss Winona here with me today, and I apologize if the lighting is kind of funky. It's like kind of afternoon right now, so there's still some natural light trickling in, but not enough to make the video look good. So I'm going to be changing Miss Winona into this cute little strawberry outfit from Gymboree and this headband. And I'm going to be talking about buying from the secondhand market. So I was kind of looking at all of my dolls the other day in my collection right now, and I was like, you know, it's been kind of a while since my whole entire collection has been babies that I bought secondhand, but I was like kind of thinking back on it, and I was like, I feel like most of the babies that I have purchased, if you kind of look at it like percentage wise, have actually been from the secondhand market. And kind of an unpopular opinion here, but I actually kind of prefer buying from the secondhand market, and I'm going to kind of share with you guys why today, because I found that collectors either prefer buying direct from the artist or prefer buying secondhand, and I'm definitely on that other spectrum. And I would say the biggest reason for that is I am definitely a frugal collector. You know, now that I have my degree and a job and everything like that, I definitely do have more money to put towards my collection. So my collection's a little bit bigger right now. But I still find it like hard to spend like over a certain amount on dolls. Like it just makes me feel like, I don't know, like it just makes you feel like you're going out of your means even when you're not, when you spend a really large amount on a doll. And you know, a really large amount is going to look different for everyone. That number is going to be a little bit different just depending on so many different things. And the secondhand market, you know, especially with Reborns, the dolls are usually at a discount from when they were purchased direct from the artist. And so you get to have, you know, higher quality dolls for a cheaper price, especially if you really do your research and you make sure that the doll that you're buying is in good condition and you're buying from a trustworthy seller, and you know that you really love that doll. Also, it's easier to get your money back on a Reborn if you got them from the secondhand market, because they're already at a discounted price, so you're not losing quite as much money, because vinyl dolls don't always hold their value quite as easily as like silicone dolls do, and so it kind of just makes me feel a little bit more secure that I'm not going to be losing out on a large sum of money. Anyway, on to the next point is I feel like with buying from the secondhand market, you know exactly what you're going to get, especially if you buy from a trustworthy collector. Is a lot of times they already have a ton of photos in different lighting of their doll, and you already know what the finished product looks like. It's not like a custom doll where, you know, you're not exactly sure how they're going to end up looking in the end. You see exactly, and then you already fall in love with the doll, and I feel like it's just an easier process than kind of going through all of the work in progress photos and then, you know, seeing the end results. I'm kind of just an instant gratification kind of person. I like seeing something, buying something, and then receiving that item relatively soon. And not everyone's like that. A lot of people do like the journey of getting customs. I've never been that type of person. I've never really enjoyed that process quite like a lot of other people do. And so definitely not my favorite way to get dolls. But if it's an artist that I really like and I really want a particular sculpt, then, you know, customs definitely are the way to go. But yeah, I find with like especially really long customs, you kind of start to lose interest, or at least I do. So by the time that the doll gets there, like I'm not even excited about it anymore, because that excitement has kind of dwindled away already. And yeah, I'm just impatient overall. Definitely one of my flaws. But another really good part about getting your dolls secondhand is, you know, you're getting it from another collector who already has, you know, a ton of clothes for that doll most likely. And so a lot of the times I found, this is just in my personal experience, that box openings from a collector or even a collector friend that you have are really fun and really cool because there's lots of awesome items in the box opening, and they're usually bigger box openings because I know, especially when I'm selling dolls, that's kind of my time to go through all of my clothes and try to decide, you know, what looks really good on that doll and what I think should go with them. And so I feel like there's just more goodies in there usually, because if you think about it, an artist always is like constantly having to buy more and more and more clothes for the dolls that they send out. And, you know, they might not have even tried those clothes on the doll yet. So I feel like with getting a doll from a collector, you're getting clothes that the doll has already worn, and, you know, typically the doll looks really good in the clothes. So yeah, that's kind of, I mean, everyone's had different experiences, right? And I'm not saying that the experiences that I've had purchasing dolls from artists or getting customs have been negative experiences necessarily. I just find that I personally bond with my babies that are from the secondhand market better because, you know, kind of reviewing the points, is, you know, I have already been able to see what the doll looks like, and, you know, gotten like really, really excited. Like I've looked at, you know, hundreds of dolls probably every day because of Instagram, and you know, seeing one doll and being like, this is the doll that I want, I think is just a really exciting, and like it makes, you know, that feeling inside of your heart, you're like, I can't wait for this doll, and then having them get there really soon I think just helps me along with the bonding process. And like I said, I feel like I'm not like going out of my means, or I'm not going to be really stressed out when trying to sell them, because they already came to me at a really good discounted price. And so yeah, I feel like especially with this baby, I really lucked out because there was no way that I would have been able to buy direct from Holly Paz. Her dolls are just so beautiful, and she's a prototype artist, and so she's able to sell her dolls for, you know, relatively high prices. And so yeah, I feel so happy to have this doll in my collection. I adore her so much. She looks really, really sweet in this strawberry outfit. And I'm actually really sad that Gymboree went out of business because I love little pieces like this. But anyway, I'd love to hear from you guys. Do you guys kind of prefer buying direct from the artist or buying from collectors? I know people have had different experiences with both. I will say that if you're a new collector coming into this community and you're wanting to buy from a collector, just make sure that you really do your research and you really make sure that this is a trusted seller. Make sure that doll has the COA and, you know, maybe some artist paperwork as well, just to be a little extra safe, because that part is, you know, kind of hard to navigate when you're new still. But anyway, I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And if you guys would like any more like tips and tricks on like buying dolls, or, you know, specifically buying from the secondhand market, I'd love to answer any of your questions in the comments or possibly in another video. But yeah, you enjoy your day. I'll see you guys in the next one.